playoffs and the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Sugar!
They'll run on first down. It's Vaughn, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady flush to his right. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
Let's go, baby.
Wait, that 53.
Mike 54. I got you.
Alert.
On first down, Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage on the play back. At the 45-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Check it, reload. Hey, nice 7.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go. 54 Mike.
Check it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Gay knocks this one through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 63 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Garoppolo now. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Topper.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Check safety, check.
80 weapon.
36.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Devin White showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Gold for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
true.
time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Brady. And he He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On first down, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Brady. Flush to his right. He completes it to Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and got his man, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as they have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Garoppolo now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers' 40-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, watch that.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Breida to get the third quarter started. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
21.
They run again with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. Now the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Alabama, 380, 72.
55, Mike, 55. I got it.
Bravo.
On second and 11 now. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
I think he's gunned down a few guys.
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Lazard. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Brady now on third and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts him back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now it's Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
11. Check 13. Hey, Charlie.
Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Wait, 12. Let's go, D.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 18. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again to Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Mike, Mike, 180.
Mike, 5-4. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gay's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Garoppolo to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Wait, set. Wait,
Check 55, Mike. I'm scared.
72.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones, he will push his way down to about the 14. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. This is Jones looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Wait, set. 380.
Switch up.
Jackson, reload.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
The Super Bowl, a fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.